So picture this, a local legal system so massive and, honestly, so relentlessly busy that it churns out roughly 189,000 case filings every single year, right? It's huge. That is the daily reality in Cobb County, Georgia, which is home to over 787,000 residents. And look, whether you're a legal researcher, maybe a journalist digging into a story, or even a family historian mapping out your genealogy, knowing how to actually access this absolute mountain of public data, it's completely crucial.
Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to give you a highly practical, step-by-step roadmap for finding court records in Cobb County. We'll look at how to do this both online and in person. The goal here is to just totally demystify the entire process and equip you with the exact tools you need to become an expert searcher.
All right, let's take a quick look at the agenda. First, we'll map out the Cobb court system itself. Then, we'll dive into navigating online resources, followed by in-person courthouse searches. After that, we'll walk through some real-world examples and common challenges and wrap the whole thing up with some pro tips for your searches. Let's get into it.
Section 1. The Cobb court system. Because, before you just start typing names into a search bar, you gotta know exactly where you're looking.
Cobb County doesn't just toss everything into one giant filing cabinet. The cases are divided up among several specialized courts, and this breakdown really perfectly illustrates those jurisdictional silos. So, Superior Court, they handle the heavy hitters: felonies, divorces, real estate disputes. State Court takes on misdemeanors, traffic stuff, and general civil cases. Then you've got the Magistrate Court for small claims under $15,000 and evictions. And finally, Probate Court. That's where you'll go for wills, estates, and marriage or weapons licenses. Getting this hierarchy straight is literally step one for any successful search.
Just to give you a sense of the sheer incredible volume we're talking about here, the system handles around 97,000 criminal matters every single year. Compare that to, say, just 6,500 domestic relations cases like divorces. The scale is pretty staggering. And that's exactly why pinpointing the right court is just so essential before you even start. Moving on to Section 2, navigating online resources. Now that we've got the jurisdictions down, let's talk about how you can uncover these public records right from your couch using the county's digital portals.
The actual step-by-step procedure for searching online is actually pretty straightforward. Step 1. You just pick the right portal based on those court jurisdictions we just talked about. Step 2. Input your search parameters. This could be a first and last name, a specific case number, or even a vehicle tag number if it's a traffic issue. And Step 3. Clear that quick reCAPTCHA security check. And boom, you're in. From there, you can easily view the docket, check the case status, and see filing dates.
Now here's a really crucial point to remember. Each court maintains its own completely unique web application. What that means is, a traffic ticket search happens in a totally different system than a search for a property deed. Superior, state, magistrate, and probate courts, they all have dedicated search pages. And if you need to cast a wider net, you can also use the Georgia eAccess statewide portal. Just always double-check that you're on the right website for the specific type of record you're hunting for.
All right, Section 3, in-person courthouse searches. Because sometimes the internet just isn't quite enough. If you need older historical archives, or you absolutely need official certified copies for some legal proceeding, you're going to have to physically visit the Cobb County Judicial Complex in Marietta. What you're seeing here is the actual physical form you'd use to request copies from the Superior Court Clerk's Real Estate Division. When you walk into the courthouse, you'll see these public access computer terminals right there in the lobby where you can search for free. But when it's time to get a physical document in your hands, you'll be filling out paperwork just like this.
Now, while simply viewing records on those lobby screens won't cost you a dime, getting those physical copies does require exact statutory fees. Regular copies will run you exactly $1 per page. But if you need a certified copy, meaning one with that official seal proving its authenticity for things like, say, a passport application or a new job, that's going to cost $2.50 for the first page, plus $1 for each additional page. Oh, and a quick heads up, if you plan to pay with a credit card, you absolutely must bring a valid government-issued photo ID.
Let's move into Section 4, Examples and Common Challenges. It helps to ground all this abstract bureaucracy with some practical, real-world examples, right? We'll also cover a few hurdles you might run into when using the Georgia Open Records Act. Let's go ahead and put our jurisdictional map to the test. Say you're researching a prospective tenant's eviction history. Where do you go? You have to search the magistrate court records because they handle dispossessory actions. But on the flip side, if you're doing a background check and need to find a past divorce decree, you strictly have to search the Superior Court. Looking in the wrong place is honestly the #1 reason these searches fail.
But hey, what happens if you do everything right? You know exactly where to look, you search for a specific case, and you just hit a total brick wall, only to find out the file is completely restricted from public view. What then?
Well, while the Georgia Open Records Act generally means you don't need to give a reason to look up public records, state law does protect certain highly sensitive info. That means there's no way you're accessing juvenile files, adoption records, or criminal cases that have been officially sealed by a judge. And on top of that, even in the files that are public, the clerks will go in and redact things like social security numbers and financial account details before they hand the documents over to you.
Another thing you might run into is something called a record restriction. This used to be called expungement. Basically, it's a legal process in Georgia where a person successfully applies to the arresting agency to have their past arrest hidden from public background checks. So, if a record has been restricted under Georgia Code Section 35337, it is simply not going to show up in your standard public search.
And here is a really quick point of common confusion that trips up a ton of people: vital records. Look, while you do get marriage licenses from the Cobb County Probate Court, birth and death certificates are not court records at all. To get those, you actually have to bypass the courthouse entirely and head over to the Cobb and Douglas Public Health Vital Records Office, where you'll need to pay a $25 search fee.
Okay, finally, Section 5, Pro Tips for Searches. As we start to wrap up this explainer, let's go over some expert advice to make your record searching as efficient and painless as possible.
Consider this your ultimate checklist. First off, and this will save you a massive amount of time, always verify which court has jurisdiction before you start clicking around. Second, use exact first and last names and ideally birth dates to filter out all that online noise. Third, if you're going in person, do not forget that valid photo ID. Fourth, if you're doing a mail request, be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope to prevent any annoying delays. And finally, for incredibly complex tasks, don't be afraid to just hire a professional records research firm or local legal counsel.
And actually, speaking of legal counsel, please keep in mind that this explainer is really just meant to be an educational compass for your search. We're providing general guidance based on public resources, but this is absolutely not a substitute for professional legal advice. You should always consult a qualified Georgia legal expert for specific legal issues, especially if you're using these records for any formal legal proceedings.
All right, now that you possess the ultimate map to navigate this massive, sometimes complex local system, the doors to the archives are wide open. Whether you're tracing a piece of local property history, vetting a business associate, or just trying to understand a community issue, what vital records or hidden histories are you going to uncover in Cobb County today?